This is Arts Alive. I'm Lynda Phillippi. My guest is Paula Terry. Paula will be directing You Can't Take It With You at Gallery Theater, opening on October 17th. Welcome. Hi. So obviously I was harboring some delusion about You Can't Take It With You. I was thinking it was this, full-blown musical thing, and then you said no.
No, it's a full-blown play thing.
I like it.
But it does have xylophone music in it. One of the characters plays the xylophone, but he writes the music himself.
Okay.
He writes the music, that Beethoven stuff. He writes it himself.
Okay.
And but yeah, so there's music throughout, but it's not a musical. And there's dancing. Maybe that's why you thought.
Maybe so. You said that the original movie was Jimmy Stewart was a young man.
He played Tony Kirby,
Okay.
the male love interest, and one of the Barrymores, and I always get them wrong, so I'd hate to say it was Lionel or John. I'm thinking it's probably John. Plays the grandfather in the show. So it's an old classic 1937 movie.
Okay, is there a happy ending?
Very much so.
Oh, good.
And
Okay.
it's happy throughout the whole thing. It's just hilariously fun.
You can't take it with you. So it sounds like you've got a pretty good-sized cast to manage.
The cast, when you add everybody up, it's a cast of 19.
Wow.
And in all honesty, there are only 3 that are not on stage in one scene. So 16 are on stage at one time.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah, that's what I say.
So that's a kind of a tight fit.
It is, and it's in the Arena Theater, which is our small black box theater. So so far we fit okay, but it's a little crazy and zany, and
So you just get to get creative with the staging.
very much so. Our theater is self-supportive by contributions from our membership and generous people
Viewers
in the
like
community.
you.
Exactly. And so we aren't bare bones, I shouldn't say, but our budget is small. And the Arena Theater is a black box, and it's made that way so that any director can be creative in any way they wish. But currently, the way the seating is set up is the big bear. So if you want, a proscenium stage, the traditional audience sitting one direction, watching one direction, someone has to move the seats to that place. And then they'll stay there till the next director comes and says, I want to do it differently, and they'll move the seats. And right now we have a thrust, which is a 3-sided audience, and nobody wants to move the seats because it's a pain. So,
But also, doesn't it really sort of afford you in a way like more stage?
you get more
it.
stage, but it's a different experience for the audience, and not every show can play this way. But that's the challenge. As a director, I play the stage so the audience doesn't feel they're always looking at the back of the head of someone. You have to keep the blocking moving. You have to sit them so they aren't, always staring at the back of Grandpa's head. You've got to move them. Seth calls them the power corners, where, if you move to a certain point, everybody in the theater can see you.
Right, I see.
It's not like we want people standing in the corners just talking to each other, but
I'm now moving to the power corner.
yeah, pretty much. Well, that's right. When you see the show, you'll go, oh, that's the power corner.
Okay,
do
that's
that.
fun. See, that's a good thing to know.
But it's when you have 16 people on a stage, it's tricky not to have them blocking each other. But this is a family. It's all about a family, and a couple scenes. They're all around the table for a meal,
nice.
and that's a total hoot to see that happen. So
It's also nice because they're around the table. So then the action just focuses on what they have to say to each other.
pretty much, but they're usually all talking at the same time when
that's
it's
fun.
except Grandpa. He leads them in their. They do a thankfulness speech little thing,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's pretty cool.
And I know as a director that each of you directors are responsible for creating your own set.
True.
Right.
Or discovering someone
Or,
who will.
right, I mean,
do that
responsible for finding somebody, coercing,
The
whatever.
director has a pretty big job at gallery,
Right.
and they're responsible basically for filling all the roles be it technical, light, sound, the crew, the stage managers, the set builder, designer. There's a lot of pieces that go into it. I personally like to build sets, so I build my own. And
so you're one of the gallery favorites.
That's right, Paula.
Let's ask Paula. She'll build her own set.
Pretty much, or I'll get the, Paula, we really need this taken care of. This staircase doesn't quite fit. Can you add 3 feet to it? Sure, I'll just do that.
So you're a builder as well.
I'm a builder. I took a course at Linfield, stagecraft, so I have no excuse.
What a smart thing to do.
Well, I needed the credit to graduate, so.
Okay, well that works.
Worked for me too. It was my art credit, but it was fun.
And you said this is your 4th production?
This is the 4th show I've directed. I've participated in over 50 shows at Gallery. I've directed 4. So
wow.
Yeah.
So is directing your favorite as opposed to acting or?
There is no favorite. I don't enjoy acting as much as I think building is my favorite thing. Stage managing can be fun, but they're different commitments. They're different measurements of commitments. You build something, when it's built, you're done. If you're acting, you've got to rehearse and memorize and show up for every show. If you're directing, you get them to open and then technically you're done.
And then you get to sit back and smoke a cigar.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So tell me how you feel. I mean, really, we're a month away.
We're very, very far away. I just like being very comfortable in my world with my people. I do not rehearse every day. We rehearse 4 days a week. I don't use weekends. I keep them safe. Toward when we get closer, we'll use a weekend in tech and to bring it, to make it done. But I like the weekends open primarily because I'm usually building the set, so
right.
I don't need to add on.
And you know what? Everybody needs some kind of a life away from what you're doing.
And I don't like staying up past 9, so my rehearsals don't go that long, and because if I get tired, I get grumpy. So it's pretty much it's easy peasy right now. When 2 weeks out, I'll be a different person, and we'll be there till midnight, and we'll get her done. It's a long show.
So you said you wanted to talk about Seth a little.
I did want to talk about Seth.
So I'm going to ask you about Seth.
Seth Rennie, who I've known, I don't know years. I just know I met him when he was in Footloose a long time ago.
Wasn't he in high school?
I don't know, but that's when I met him.
Yeah, a long time ago.
And he's been very active in the theater, especially in our play selection committee, and he's directed numerous shows. And we always like to work together. We have a lot of fun. And so he asked, usually he asks me to be involved in his show so that I will build his set and be his stage manager. And so then it's always, then you need to be my stage manager and work with me. And it never works out. He always has something else going on. So I'll work on his set. And
where's the love, baby?
Pretty much. So this time it was like, I mean it, you owe me. So he really wanted to be in this show.
Oh, perfect.
So it worked out. He's my assistant director, which is wonderful. And he is in the show in the part that he wanted to be in, so that worked out.
So when you have an assistant director, does that help you in terms of sort of assessing what's going on with the play itself, seeing the big picture?
Exactly, and it helps me. Seth and I have totally different styles, and
I would assume that's true.
We do,
yeah,
and. So I might communicate or want to communicate something to someone, and it's just not hitting the mark. And he'll be able to say, try this, or think of it this way, and so he can
put your foot there.
No, I get up and I show him, this is what I want. I don't get defensive when I say, how about I want this, 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 and he goes, well, we could do it this, and it's like, okay, let's give it a shot. I don't get defensive on, well, maybe you should do it this way. And it's like, okay.
Maybe we should all do it my way because I've got a really big ego.
Well, what was really cute was we were blocking. Scene one, scene two, okay, act one, act two. It's like, yeah, okay. And so act three comes along and I'm going, I just don't even like this one. Seth, will you do it? So he did the blocking on act three, which was great because then we get to act three and it's like, Hello, you did this. What? Because he's on stage now, so now it's back up to me. See, so
now he gets to find out if it's awkward or
well,
not
that's
awkward.
what I get to go. I'm going to change this, and so, but that's my style. It's like, let's do this. Let's play with this for a while, and we'll go through it, and then I'll see the things that I don't like, and then start it again, and then I'll stop them. It's like, stop, let's rework this. And then everybody gets totally confused. You know, what do you have written down? I don't know, I don't care. I don't have a script. I don't direct with a script.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay.
They have the scripts, that's enough.
Okay.
I do. What's your line? What's your next line? Okay, well, okay.
When you say that.
Pretty much.
I see,
That's how
okay.
it goes.
So you're not too nitpicky about it. I mean, you just want to.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, you wouldn't. Okay.
I'm extremely nitpicky. It's just, I don't have to learn their lines. Oh, I'm sorry, hit the microphone. Didn't mean to, sorry.
Okay.
I don't have to know their lines, but I know when it's not right. So, it's
And you feel like your cast is coming together, working together nicely, and
they are spectacular.
oh, good.
They are having so much fun. We usually, when there's another show in the theater, there's a week before they open that we aren't allowed. It doesn't matter who you are. You aren't allowed in the theater. You give them the space. So we took our rehearsals to my house,
Oh, right.
to my backyard. And so it was kind of funny because we had the
And
stairs.
perfect weather.
Yeah, I thought so. And so we were out there and we were having a good time and it was fun. And then it starts getting dark and watching the people trying to read their scripts, it was really funny. I liked it. But we had a great time. We had a very good time. It's a great cast. A lot of new people,
Oh, that's exciting.
but they're coming from all over. Salem, Dallas, Newburgh, some new members of the McMinnville community. And then the oldie moldies, which I would like Seth. I would never name the other ones that way, ever. Ever.
I love that. The experienced troopers.
But I'll tell you, yeah, exactly. But it's fun. It's just a wonderful, feel-good show. Basically, the premise is you've got this couple that are falling in love, and they're from different social, not classes, but worlds, realms. You've got the Wall Street, rich, wealthy, socially, snobby, let's say. And then you have the, oh, you know what? If it feels good and it makes you happy, then it must be right. And if it doesn't make you happy, change. And the two families are supposed to meet because the children are engaged. And they come on the wrong night.
Oh.
So all this quirky, bizarro family activity, which is hilariously fun and endearing, is on full display for this very protected and sheltered Wall Street family.
I love it. That sounds like a lot of fun. I can't believe that we're almost out of time, but here we are, and so I cannot wait to see this play. I think it's going to be great, and I wish you, I don't like that break a leg.
Or poke your eye out.
Poke your eye, no, nothing. I'll just say, yeah. May the force be with you.
Oh, that works too. That works too. Thank you.
Thank you.